He is known for being the 24th Tirthankara of Jainism and the spiritual successor of Parshvanatha. He is recognized for his teachings on the principles of Anekantavada and the observance of vows for spiritual liberation. His name is Mahavira. In ancient India, during the early part of the 6th century BCE, a spiritual luminary named Mahavira, also known as Vardhaman, was born into a royal Kshatriya Jain family. His parents, Trishala and Siddhartha, were devout followers of the 23rd Tirthankara Parshvanatha. At the age of around 30, Mahavira made a momentous decision to renounce all his worldly possessions and embark on a path of spiritual enlightenment as an ascetic. For 12.5 years, Mahavira immersed himself in rigorous meditation and rigorous austerities, delving deep into his inner self. His unwavering determination and commitment bore fruit as he attained Kevalajnana, a state of absolute knowledge and enlightenment. Mahavira's teachings emphasized the significance of following the vows of ahimsa, non-violence, satya, truth, asteya, non-stealing, brahmacharya, celibacy, and aparigraha, non-possessiveness, as essential for spiritual liberation. He introduced the principles of Anekantavada, which emphasized multiple perspectives and the acceptance of diverse viewpoints through Sayadvada, the theory of conditional predication, and Nyayavada, the theory of partial viewpoints. These philosophical concepts aimed to foster understanding and tolerance among individuals. The profound teachings of Mahavira were diligently compiled by Indrabuddhi Gautama, resulting in the Jain Agamas. These sacred texts, transmitted orally by Jain monks, unfortunately, experienced significant loss and have been largely lost by the 1st century CE. Mahavira's legacy endures, with his birth celebrated as Mahavir Janma Kalyanak and his liberation from the cycle of birth and death, as well as his first disciple Sri Gautama Swami, observed by Jains as Diwali. His iconic representation often portrays him in a meditative posture, with the symbol of a lion beneath him, symbolizing his courage and spiritual strength. Mahavira, a prominent figure in ancient India, is widely recognized by scholars as a significant historical figure. Born in Kundalpur in the kingdom of the Videhas, his birthplace remains a subject of dispute among historians. Some believe it to be the town of Basukund, while others argue for different locations. Despite this uncertainty, Mahavira's impact on Indian philosophy and spirituality is undeniable. At the age of 28, Mahavira renounced his material wealth and embarked on a life of asceticism. For 12.5 years, he lived a rigorous existence, abstaining even from sitting. During this time, he attained Kevaljnana, a state of supreme knowledge, and dedicated the next 30 years to preaching Dharma, the path of righteousness. However, the exact locations where Mahavira preached have been a subject of disagreement between the two major Jain traditions, the Shwetambara and Digambara. Nevertheless, his teachings have had a profound impact on both factions, shaping the core principles of Jainism, a religion that advocates non-violence, truthfulness, and non-possessiveness. The dates surrounding Mahavira's life are also a matter of debate. Some scholars suggest that he was born in 540 BCE and passed away in 443 BCE. However, the Barli inscription, written in Prakrit language, indicates that the inscription was made in 443 BCE, 84 years after Mahavira's nirvana. Though paleographic analysis dates the inscription to a later period, the significance of Mahavira's life and teachings remains unchanged. According to Buddhist and Jain texts, Mahavira and Buddha were contemporaries, supporting the notion that they lived during the same era. The Jain tradition firmly establishes the Vira Nirvana Sambat era as beginning in 527 BCE, placing Mahavira within the 6th century BCE. It is believed that Buddha, being younger than Mahavira, might have attained nirvana a few years later. Today, the place of Mahavira's nirvana, Pavapuri in present-day Bihar, stands as a sacred pilgrimage site for Jains. His philosophy continues to inspire people to lead lives of compassion, non-violence, and moral integrity. Mahavira's teachings provide a guide for navigating the complexities of daily life, encouraging individuals to cultivate a deep sense of self-awareness and empathy towards all sentient beings. Mahavira, the great spiritual leader, was born into the royal Kshatriya family of King Siddhartha and Queen Trishala. He belonged to the Ikshvaku dynasty, which was founded by the first Tirthankara Rishabhanatha. According to Jain beliefs, Mahavira's birth took place in 599 BCE, specifically on the 13th day of the rising moon in the month of Chaitra in the Vira Nirvana Sambat calendar era. The location of Mahavira's birth, Kshatriyakund, is believed to be near Vaishali, an ancient town in present-day Bihar. Jain texts recount that Mahavira had undergone several rebirths before his birth in the 6th century. These rebirths ranged from being a denizen of hell to a lion and even a god in a heavenly realm. According to Shvetambara texts, his embryo initially formed in a Brahmin woman before being transferred to the womb of Trishala. However, this legend is not embraced by the Digambara tradition. After Mahavira's birth, a divine event occurred. The god Indra descended from the heavens, accompanied by 56 Digkumaris, to anoint him and perform his Abhisheka on Mount Meru. This significant event is depicted in numerous Jain temples and continues to be a part of modern Jain temple rituals. While Svetambara Jains recite the birth legends during the Paryashana festival, Digambaras observe the same festival without the recitation. Mahavira, the great Jain philosopher, was born into a life of privilege as a prince. His parents, devout followers of Parshvanatha, instilled in him the values of their faith from an early age. However, the path that Mahavira would eventually embark on was far from the conventional life of a prince. Growing up, Mahavira was faced with a choice that would shape the course of his existence. According to the Digambara tradition, his parents had arranged for him to marry a woman named Yashoda. But Mahavira, driven by a deep sense of purpose, refused to marry. However, the Shwetambara tradition tells a different story, claiming that Mahavira did marry Yashoda and even had a daughter named Priyadarshana. Regardless of the details, what is clear is that Mahavira's heart was set on a different path. Jain texts describe him as a tall figure, standing at 4 cubits in height. Interestingly, he was considered the shortest of the 24 Tirthankaras, the revered spiritual leaders of Jainism. It is said that the earlier ones were even taller, with Nemanatha or Aristonemi, the 22nd Tirthankara, believed to have stood at a towering 65 cubits. Mahavira's physical stature, however, pales in comparison to the immense wisdom and philosophy he would come to embody. His teachings have had a profound impact on Jainism and beyond. Mahavira's early life, marked by his renunciation of worldly desires, serves as a powerful example of detachment and self-discovery.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.